it's okay. There could be more harm caused by trying to force someone to eat. They could aspirate the food or drink, and then that causes complications. We want comfort and peace at the end of life, and our bodies are comfortable and peaceful when we do not eat at the end of life. So one of the things that is so important is not trying to force feed. Not
Mhm.
trying to force feed your loved one because they do not need the nutrition. Kathleen, as a nutritionist, is a registered dietitian. You know this
Yeah.
firsthand, what nutrition is needed at the end of life. And it reminds me when my dad was dying, I had been with them and come back to Seattle. They're in California. 2 days later, I was back down there and he had gone into the active dying
Mm.
stage. But my mom was still trying to feed him and she was upset because he wasn't eating and that
Mhm.
he needed to eat. And I said, "Mom, he can't eat anymore. You know, his body is shutting down." And she just couldn't accept that. But we live here in the Pacific Northwest where we have these beautiful wild salmon runs. Every fall, the salmon come back to the stream of their birth. And once, so I said to my mom, my dad used to love to go watch at the fish hatchery, the salmon trying to get over the fish ladder whenever they were up here visiting us. And I said, you know, Mom, you've learned through the salmon hatchery tours and stuff that as soon as the salmon enter fresh water, they stop eating. They never eat again until they die without ever eating. And that could be weeks for them as they find their way
Yeah.
up. But I said, that's the same with our body. As we are actively dying, we're preparing for death and we're shutting down that part of us. So I just think that that's so important for people to know that it's not a bad thing. It's just the natural progression.